751-1041. All right, I want to get to the Terry Bennett story in just a moment. First off, though, just because I've been kind of dancing around it all morning long, it looks like the Tucson red light cameras are here to stay. There were not enough valid signatures for certify, placing a measure banning traffic cameras within the city limits on the ballot this November, according to the Pima County Recorder's Office. It would have prohibited all traffic enforcement cameras in Tucson and would amend the city code to require that every ticket issued by Tucson Police Department have an actual officer witness the infraction, which is what is supposed to happen. Despite turning in 759 pages of signatures, the Pima County Recorder's Office could only verify 569 out of the 1,032 signatures selected for the sample, which fell short of the 12,730 valid ones they needed. Cromco pushed for the measure because he felt the traffic cameras were a thinly disguised scam, because they are. City officials asserted the cameras reduce accidents and make Tucsonans safer drivers. Everybody's getting rid of them, apart from us. 751-1041. Let's talk to Jay. Good morning, Jay. Welcome to 1041 The Truth.
Hey, John. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, I'm wondering what's the rationale with thinking that that's a bad thing, having these traffic cameras.
Because of the amount, I'd rather have the money that we spend on the traffic cameras to actually go to real law enforcement, as opposed to having essentially your rights violated. You're not being, ticketed and handled it by somebody ticketing you. You're having the camera take the picture of you, as opposed to having a uniformed officer go and do that. I'd rather have the money spent on law enforcement rather than having the red light cameras or photo radar enforcement. And most municipalities are getting rid of them. We're one of the few places that still have them.
Right, I understand that, but it's like, well, if people aren't breaking the law, then you don't have to worry about getting a ticket, right?
Well, sure, but it still doesn't mean that we need to be spending it on this type of enforcement. I'd rather have it spent on actual law enforcement rather than having cameras up.
We have both, can't we? Can we have both?
I'd rather just have the money go to actual law enforcement instead of having my rights violated by photo radar enforcement and having those lights go off like it's paparazzi every time somebody goes and runs through them. It drives me nuts.
I got you. Hey, I had a question about the Frank Antinori guy.
Yeah.
When did the
I see this coming like a freight train. Did you see it coming like a freight train? Did you sense it? Nah, see, I got ahead of it. Nah, see? Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Oh, see, he thought. Oh, he was close. Oh. Tristan looks very confused. Did you not see it coming? I saw it coming. Linda saw it coming. Yeah, man, he was rolling down the tracks. Choo-choo. Yeah, he was about ready to drop something there. And I got, you, yeah. You got to get up early to catch the worm. How does that? No? Early bird gets the worm? Sure. I thwarted his plans. Nice try. You can tell the tone of voice, right? It was just that, oh yeah, that's the cadence. And what about that? That's where he was going. That's right. Aha! So proud of him. I just want to end it right now. So proud of myself. I didn't have to use a delay. Hello, Rob.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing. You heard it coming too, didn't you, Rob?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like a freight train. He was about to go and pull some shenanigans.
Yep.
We're not gonna be fooled. What's going on, buddy?
Well, those traffic lights. Not only are they a scam, but they're totally illegal.
Yep.
And then the other thing is they could only identify 500 signatures. There's a saying that's been out here for a little bit. It's not how many people vote, but it's who count the votes.
Mm.
Did anybody check?
Well,
double check Pima County to see if they aren't just trying to pull another fast one on us and say, well, we could only identify 500.
Given Cromco's pretty quick response and admission that the signatures were invalid and the number that was, it seemed to me they were pretty well aware that they. And I didn't get into this in the story just because I didn't think it was all that necessary. But in the story, he does go on to talk about how, look, we knew that a bunch of people were signing these. We told individuals that you had to be within Tucson proper in order to sign these. We knew this was a risk that we were running, and they had to gather them really quick. So given how quick John Cromco was, to say, hey, look, we gave it our best shot and we didn't work, seems to lend itself to say, hey, yeah, There's not shenanigans going on here. Not like that caller was trying to do. Really proud of myself for that. I was in that Frank Antonori guy. Yeah, I know. All right. So, Terry Bennett, right? 50-year-old student suing Pima Community College for allegedly being labeled a bigot. She was called a bigot, and she was called a witch with a B. Wrong. That's right. She's suing the school for being unfairly targeted and will seek a 6-figure sum. Hookie-ta. After Bennett complained in March about students speaking Spanish, she met with a series of PCC administrators who discounted her claims. PCC officials told Bennett she was being suspended because she argued with an instructor about a test answer, complained about students speaking Spanish in and out of class, and displayed intimidating behavior towards student staff and faculty. Bennett's claim said the coordinator of PCC's nursing program, David Kutzler, called her a bigot and a itch with the B. Accused her of discriminating against Mexican Americans. Bennett claims students translating lessons into Spanish for non-English speaking students consistently disrupted her, which she believes interfered with her ability to concentrate and learn the material, and was hostile to her as an English speaker. The school claims that Bennett had violated 3 provisions of the Code of Conduct. Namely, 1, she disrupted class. 2, she engaged in discriminatory conduct. And 3, engaged in harassing conduct, including stalking and bullying. Wow. Phil Canton, an Atlanta-based spokesperson for the Washington, D.C. area group Pro English, has taken up Bennett's fight, which he called outrageous. It's a sad day that we're here filing this suit in Arizona. It's a sad day for the United States of America for this woman to be prosecuted and insulted and discriminated against. It's outrageous. What, really? Oh, okay, the article where I got it from, that makes more sense. The next line says, wearing a tie featuring the Confederate stars, bars, and at a Monday press conference. So it was from OpposingViews.com, so that makes sense. I'll get into more of this coming up. Look, there's a couple of things that happen here. I think that she probably, at least it sounds like, did not handle the situation the way that she should have behavior-wise, even though her claims were probably pretty spot on. So we'll get into that more after we talk with April Madison next on the John Justice Show. It's 104.1 The Truth, right talk for Tucson.